It's hard to always keep your cool as a small business owner. You know, plan ahead and stick to the plan regardless of what the day throws at you, because the day is always throwing something at you. And because of that, there are a lot of ways that you make very reactive decisions. Just doing what you think in the moment is the right knee jerk reaction to have. And sometimes that's just what you need to do. But only being reactive with your marketing and not planning ahead only makes doing your marketing that much harder. Hi, my name is Taylor, and I'm one of the founders here at NG. And today I want to talk to you about long-term versus short-term marketing, because I see a lot of y'all out there just reacting and only doing things that might have a short-term impact on your business, when I know that you are trying to do more with less. And yes, this might feel a little bit like a tough love conversation, but that's why you keep me around, right? Okay, so let's cut to the chase and talk about the differences between short-term and long-term marketing, because I need everyone to be on the same page before we go any further. And I'm going to explain all of this using the most simple words that I can find. Now, I want you to think of long-term marketing as the things that don't disappear in 24 hours, and short-term marketing as the things that essentially do. So let's dig more into each one. Now, the goal of long-term marketing is to build things like trust for your business, build brand recognition, and build authority as your business being an expert in this thing. And the types of things that you do to help your long-term marketing are usually not quick pieces of content that you can like crank out in volume. Nope. Long-term marketing takes more planning. It takes more thought and is done with a lot more intention because of all the stuff that you should be creating needing to get better with age. Or actually, that's just what happens naturally. It gets better with age. And it should market your business long past the moment that you hit publish. So some examples of long-term marketing, well, those would be things like SEO and really any sort of long-form content like your blog, YouTube videos, podcasts, and even Pinterest. Okay, so now that you know what long-term marketing is, I can bet that you can already start to make some educated guesses about what short-term marketing is. And the goal of short-term marketing is to make sure that people know you exist and get them excited about doing something right now, like pretty plain and simple. And the types of things that you do to help your short-term marketing are more disposable pieces of content, really the ones that we like get so tired of creating all the time. But that's because short-term marketing has a short shelf life. And really, it only has a quick chance at doing something for your business, because basically your short-term marketing gets buried by everybody else's short-term marketing. So some examples of what short-term marketing is, that would be social media content, advertisements, and even email marketing. So now would be about the time that I'd expect for a little switch to get flipped, or for you to start having a little light bulb moment, because you're probably watching this and realizing you're sweating it big time over your short-term marketing and probably avoiding all the long-term stuff, or you've realized you're only doing short-term marketing or only doing long-term marketing. But what you need, and your gut reaction would be correct, is a mix of long-term and short-term marketing tactics for your business. So now would be the time for me to remind you about the marketing funnel and talk about how all of this fits into it. Now, first off, a simplified definition of a marketing funnel is that it has 4 parts: discover at the top, then nurture, convert, and retain at the bottom. So when you hear people talking about pushing people further down your funnel, what they mean is getting someone from the point of discovering you to buying, and hopefully buying from you more than once. So where do your long-term and short-term marketing tactics fit into your funnel? Well, in the discover phase, it's actually usually a mix of long and short-term marketing tactics. Short-term tactics like ads and social media, and long-term tactics like blogs, podcasts, YouTube, lead magnets, public relations, and Pinterest, because these are all the things that you can do to help make sure that people know you exist. Now, in the nurture phase, we're again talking about a mix of tactics. And the short-term tactics are things like email marketing, and long-term tactics like your blog, podcasts, and YouTube. Now, why? That's because these are the marketing channels that let you have longer and more intimate conversations with people that help them get to know, like, and trust you, right? You've heard that before. Then when it comes to the convert phase, it's pretty much short-term tactics like social media, email marketing, and ads, because you are trying to get someone to do something like take an action right now. And lastly, when it comes to retaining customers, we're again talking about a mix of things like email marketing, podcasts, and YouTube, because again, these are the marketing channels that let you have those longer, more intimate conversations with people that help them get to know, like, and trust you even more, and hopefully become super fans. Now, I hope all of this makes sense. And if it doesn't, please drop questions in the comments below. And I hope you can see that doing these things is good for you over time, because it'll help you get to a point where some of your marketing is happening while you sleep, as well as helping you pull on some levers to help you get leads and sales now. And I'll close out reminding you that even though I talked about a lot of marketing channels and tactics today, that you are only one person who can only do so much. So pick 2 or 3 that give you a mix of short-term and long-term marketing things that you can do, because it'll help you hit all of the things that you need to without losing your mind.